While our government sends billions in aid and weaponry to Israel to commit genocide, while our government sends billions to Ukraine to commit a proxy war there and destroy the Ukrainian society, while we're sending hundreds of billions to those causes, senior poverty, according to Progressive Magazine and other people they're quoting, senior poverty rate in America keeps rising. This October, an annual assessment of pension systems worldwide gave the United States a barely passable C+ ranking for the country's retirement security apparatus, below Kazakhstan.
I didn't even know we had a retirement security apparatus.
Feckin' Kazakhstan. I didn't know we had a Kazakhstan. And just a slight notch above Colombia, two far poorer countries.
Yeah, which, by the way, Colombia has been until recently run by U.S. puppets.
But a U.S. narco state.
Bleeding them dry. So that's really saying something.
The Mercer CFA Institute Global Pension Index found the U.S. system is marred by low benefits, conflicts of interest, and anemic financing. No wonder elder poverty in this country ranks the highest among the G7 nations. So of the rich, G7 are mainly rich nations. So of the G7 nations, we are the highest in poverty. Yay, we're number one.
Woo!
Drearily elevated 23.1% of elders are in poverty, while other rich OECD nations have senior poverty rates under 10%. So we're well over double the average senior poor percentage than most countries. Due to eroding Social Security, failing 401ks, and soaring medical costs, the poverty rate for U.S. seniors aged 65 and over rose between 2020 and 2022. Poverty among U.S. children is also shamefully high at 21.3%.
I think we should just say that poverty is, in general, really ridiculously high from childhood till death.
But can I also just add in here, Kazakhstan? Did you catch that? And
listen,
if we have any Kazakhstani listeners, I apologize to you. But fucking Kazakhstan, like how do we have more poor elders? What about to respect your elders, care about your elders, treat your elders right?
That's not a thing.
We've destroyed our elders, as we also are destroying our children. But I would just like to point out that, and they do mention medical costs. I think a big cause of this, perhaps the biggest cause of this, is that we have a medical system that at some point or other during your lifespan, if you get into those 80s and 90s, will nuke your savings account. Insurance or not. If you get into those later years, there is almost a guaranteed time in your life that you either had or will have a serious medical condition, whether it be a heart situation, cancer situation, any of these. If you're going to live in your 80s, you're going to have one of those, or whatever, 90% likely, something like that. And then, of course, the other issues that far fewer people suffer from but still exist, you add all those up. And all it takes is one of those to completely nuke a person's savings account, even if they have insurance. So we have a system that destroys people's savings accounts. Mm-hmm. And that is now how it just works. The analogy that is always in my head is there's some sort of star, I don't remember the name of it, that they believe can have such a large explosion that it destroys entire solar systems. And they believe, and over enough billions of years, they believe that probably happens just about everywhere. There's going to be one of those somewhere nearby, destroys every livable planet. And this could be one of the reasons that we don't have any other signs of life out there, is because these stars nuke the solar system after a certain period of time. And to me, that is what our medical system is. It's over a certain period of time, you're going to have your savings nuked.